Yo, what's good with y'all boys? My name is Fana, and it's been a long while, but welcome back to another video, man. So for today's shenanigans, today's foolery, I guess you could say, we're committing war crimes in the Crucible. Yeah, we're gonna piss a lot of people off. On today's build, or today's loadout, I guess I could say, we're bringing back DMT. Now, DMT is a 120 archetype scout rifle, so when you think of 120s, you're probably thinking of like your igneous hammers and your other, 120 hand cannon archetypes. Now, the difference between DMT and igneous is that DMT can freaking smack you way across the map for absolutely no reason. But due to the current meta, we are kind of in a pulse rifle, auto rifle-esque kind of meta at the moment. It's kind of, it kind of depends on what lobby you get, but for the most part, you're seeing a lot of summoners, a lot of auto rifles, a lot of prosecutors. If you have a crafted one, definitely use that over the curated or just like the normal rolled one, but either way, we're still gonna be smacking people anyway. But as always, if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. My name is Fan. I do a lot of cut commentary and goofy videos here, so feel free to stick around and check some of my other content out. All right, so we got dead clips. So this if I can play the lanes right, I should be able to find some success, but I mean, we'll see. I might actually get trolled worse. All right, so let's do a little catch up. Where the heck have I been since, like, I want to say February, because I came back in March and I was sitting there acting like I was finna be like all like on top of it, posting consistently, but to be completely honest, I just haven't been enjoying Destiny that much. I ain't gonna lie, with the whole Into the Light thing that they announced, that's coming out, what, next week or something like that? And the whole DLC shenanigans that's been going on, and the DLC being $100, I just haven't had the most motivation to hop on this game and just play the whole bunch. You feel me? I'm getting shot from every which way. I know some of you have probably been enjoying the game a lot more than I have, but it's just sometimes I just need to take a break from the game. I have been playing a lot of Elden Ring. I started a whole second playthrough. Since the DLC actually is coming out, there's actually been a lot more like newer people, especially in the Destiny community. There's been a couple people I've seen that play Destiny that they actually started doing their first playthrough of Elden Ring. What are you doing? Stand still. Basically, I just had to take a little bit of a mental break, I guess you could say, in a way, just from playing the game and kind of just resetting and finding out, or not finding out, but reminding myself why I like making videos in general, buddy. Now, the only thing with using DMT on controller, you have to hit your shots. On M&K, you can kind of do those micro adjustments a little bit better, but on controller, you better hope the aim assist is kind of helping you out. Not that I'm trying to start a whole input war here or something like that. If you like using controller, that's perfectly fine. You like using M&K, that's perfectly fine, all right? But we can all agree these auto rifles are very annoying to play against. I will say these tribute matches be taking forever because sometimes people just don't bank in their modes. There'll just be like tons of modes sitting on the ground and like no one's like banking them, or they'll pick them up and lose them. It's just like a never-ending cycle. You have an SMG, sir, and we just mercied the freak out of him, so. Alright, looks like most of the people they're all hugging this little area over here, right? Yeah, yep, they're okay. Yeah, they are chilling over there. Oh man, remember when old Cranial Spike like buffed the damage that you did whenever, for like every headshot you hit? Bruh. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I wish Bungie never changed it. Sometimes. That guy's looking like he's going to ult. That man wants to ult. I told you that man wanted to ult. So too, I think what helped me kind of get out of my little fog of like not feeling like fooling up with this game was kind of just like watching other streamers, because a lot of the streamers, I will say, I always say this, I tip my hat off to a lot of the Destiny streamers because this game can be very irritating, especially when it comes to playing like trials and whatever. And some of them just have they just have a really good attitude, they're able to like keep a consistently good, just head on their shoulders. They don't really let nothing bother them. Let's say that like this game like bothers me like mentally, but it's just I was kind of looking for like, okay, why am I trying to hop on this game right now? Like what is there for me to hop on and fool up with on this game? You feel me? It's like when Iron Man was talking to Spider-Man. What is getting you up out of that twin bed every morning and making you put on this goddamn suit, man? Like what's making you do it? Yeah, as you can see, the moat banking is not happening with your boy at the moment. I probably should just did regular control, because if I get an elimination with a scout rifle, right, or anything that's just like long range, the enemy team's just gonna be able to pick it right back up instantly. I can't really secure anything. Like I was saying earlier, I've been watching a lot of some newer people get Elden Ring and starting to play, and a lot of people in the Destiny community, some of them have been kind of hopping on the game, playing it for a little bit. I think like the most painful part about watching some of them. Okay, it's like two extremes. Either one, some people, and of course, like, you know, play the game however you want to play. You play it at your own place, you know, enjoy it, you know, how you want to enjoy it. I'm not, you know, trying to sit here and say like, oh, you gotta play the game this way. Nah, it ain't nothing like that. As someone who's, you know, played it, you know, once, and then also did like a new game plus run, and then also like started a new character, I think like the most painful part is that, like, there's two extremes, right? So either A, they like smash their head into the wall when it comes to a boss, right? Like they won't like just like go up and like level up to like properly fight a boss, right? That's out the window. Some of them are so hard-headed, bro. They're gonna sit there and fight a boss until they beat it, or just fight a boss until they decide just to shut the whole stream off. I was watching this one person stream, and good lord, when I tell you that they sat there and just were like they were doing the same thing. They kept reloading an area thinking like an NPC was gonna respawn. Like they sat there and murked the NPC, right? And it's like it's not one of those major NPCs. It's one of them things like, if you know, if you like the NPC, you can probably get some cool stuff later down the line, as long as like you're not killing them. But they were just going to every single quest NPC and just killing them or hitting them. And like once you like kind of like aggro an NPC, it's kind of hard to, you know, really get them to not hate you anymore. But there's just like a couple of them where you're just like, yeah, you probably don't want to piss that one off, and they're just like, yep, we're just gonna attack everything. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a hilarious experience to watch. Like, you know, it's funny to see them being pissed, like when they get layered down the line and they're like, bruh, what do you mean I can't get this because I killed this person? Now with me, I didn't really have the NPC slaying problem when I first played, because I was kind of mindful. I mean, I played Souls games before. I kind of like already knew like, okay, you probably don't want to kill like every NPC. Like you might want to like, you know, leave some of them alive. I swear there was this one streamer, this person for 3 streams straight, okay, this person was streaming at least like, you know, I wasn't sitting there watching their streams the whole time, but like you can tell, like I would like leave the stream, come back, see where they're at later, and they would be in the same specific spot doing absolutely nothing. With Elden Ring, here's what I always like to say when it comes to Souls games. Elden Ring will be the hardest and also easiest Souls game that you will ever play. So like when I say like hardest, right, there are some bosses in this game where it's just like, I ain't gonna lie, like, okay, the boss is some bullcrap, okay, the mechanics are some bullcrap, the boss is some bullcrap, you're just gonna hate yourself. There's like some points in this game like you're legitimately gonna hate yourself, and you're gonna question, why am I playing Elden Ring, right? But at the same time, while you're questioning yourself why you're playing Elden Ring, you can also make a build, and there are so many builds that make the game, I don't want to say trivial, but there are so many builds that make it a lot easier to deal with, you know. Children, do not be like Enjoy Red Fanta. Make sure you have your recovery at max level, or at least at 9, okay, because mine's at 8, and this is it makes it very painful to get back into a fight. So I went to the movies recently also and saw Godzilla and Kong New Empire. First of all, lit movies, big monsters boxing it out the entire time. 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend for you to go watch. Have you ever been in one of those movie theaters where you just got people literally like chatting the entire movie? Like literally talking, and some chick had her newborn baby with her or something like that, and the baby's just sitting back there crying. I was thinking, okay, maybe the baby's crying, she's gonna like get up and walk out. Heck no, nope, she just sat there and she was like, if I gotta deal with it, everyone's gotta deal with it. I'm just like, oh nah. I still remember the most lit crowd I was ever a part of was the Infinity War Day 1 crowd. That crowd right there was something different. Never will have experienced something like that ever since Infinity War, and even Endgame. Like Endgame had a lit crowd, but Infinity War, it just hit different. One thing about this little corner right here, somebody gonna come around the corner bot walking. Yeah, look, I didn't want to do that, but you kind of snuck up on me, man. Oh yeah, also Invincible season 2 finally wrapped up. If that's also another really good show I would recommend you to check out. And also, if you didn't realize, Invincible had like a season 2 even like freaking, or not that it came out, but they had like a mid-season finale, and then they waited, I want to say like 3 months before they released like the rest of like the freaking season. Which I think, if I remember correctly, they said it was like a combination between they had to take time to finish it, and also the freaking showrunners talking about some goddamn, yeah, we had to process what the heck happened. I'm like, bruh, look, man, I get it, a lot of stuff happened in the show and whatever, but this isn't real life, okay? We aren't experiencing what the heck this freaking superhero's going through. Talking about, so we need time to process what happened. If you don't drop the next 4 episodes of the dang season before I forget the show exists. I mean, literally the show, okay, so they had 4 episodes come out, right? First of all, they did a mid-season finale with only 8 episodes, right? So you mean, so we had 4 episodes and you did a mid-season break? Yeah, I think what I like about the Invincible TV show the most is the fact that, like, everybody can get it. Okay, there is, like, nobody is off limits in that show, and I mean nobody, right? Like, you know how some TV shows, like, you know, some characters made, like, it's obvious that some characters have a little bit more plot armor than others. Yeah, Invincible, yeah, nah, everyone, there's no one's off limits, man. Everyone can get it, and nobody is safe. Get away from me. All this bot walking you're doing, man. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, heck no. Panic Slam in 2024 as well. But finally, boys, we broke the curse in Clash, man. 44 opponents defeated, 6.29 KD efficiency. So we're not completely washed, okay? We weren't going to bottom frag the entire video, okay? I was just being funny. Your boy got it. A little bit. It's y'all boys. I'm probably gonna wrap it up there, man. But yeah, DMT on controller. If you're good with M&K, obviously you know DMT is busted on M&K, but it's still viable on controller. So yeah, feel free to, you know, test it out on roller if you want to. Also, your boy is streaming over on Twitch. We're doing some gaming, Elden Ring, Destiny 2, whatever I kind of feel like playing. But just know we're relaxed and we're gonna have a good time. So feel free to swope by and say what's good whenever I'm live. Other than that, y'all have a great night, have a good weekend, and I will catch you in the next video, man.